Hi, my name is Pauline Amy Romualdo, and we're from BSTM 1B. What is my dream? It is a tough question to answer because growing up, I have experienced difficulty what I wanted to become. When I was still a child, and the world is much simpler, but I had difficulty answering it. When I was a child, I was always asked what I wanted to become, and I simply answered them, I don't know. And they would always tell me that I should be a flight attendant because I'll be a perfect one or that it suits me. I remember I often asked my mom what it was because I didn't know what my job would be. And she would tell me if I become one, I could travel in free because I would be attending services in the sky. After maybe a year, I fully understand what my job will be. I often look at the sky and I would ask myself, do I want that? I was unsure until I learned that it was my mom's dream before, but she chose to pursue her other dream, to become an accountant. I remember then I told myself, I will become one because I will be fulfilling my mom's and my dream. Fast forward to senior year. I was surrounded by unsure teenagers. We were lucky enough because we had another 2 years of high school. So we don't have to problem college and our course. We will be choosing our strand, and that could change in college. But because they were so unsure to what they would take, I started to question myself too, and how I was so sure of what I want to become. And at that time, I learned that I had a hidden skill. I learned that I was good at writing poetry. I wrote naturally. I, I would express my feelings to poetry. And my teacher praised me for becoming a good director in our play production. And I even write the script of that play. And because of that, I started to become unsure because a part of me wants to pursue writing. The other wants to pursue film. And the other wants me to pursue my long time dream. Then at that time, I decided to take the strand Accountancy, Business and Management, or ABM, because I think that was the closest among my 3 dream jobs. And it is the best option for me. While I was in senior high, pursuing the strand ABM, I continued being a member for school paper, and I was active than ever. I would write our news and I would take the pictures. And I was able to pursue writing and photography. And during that time, but because I take the strand business management, I was surrounded by people who want to have their own business, and some has their own business, family business. And I started to dream of having a business too, because of the benefits I would get, and it is a good investment for me and my future kids and family. Peer pressure, I guess, but I genuinely want to have one. Then at my work immersion, before we were assigned to our respective department, we were interviewed first because we were assigned. Before we were assigned to our department, I told the interviewee that my mom is an accountant, and I told her that I can see my mom's effort and struggles to becoming one. And she decided to put me in the accounting department. I spent one whole week doing accounting. And I was asked by the supervisor the last day of my duty that why do I not want to pursue accounting just like my mom? Because they said that they were shocked that I was a fast learner and they thought it was my dream. And I finished in just one whole week the unfinished papers of 1 month. During that time, I was really unsure. I never been so unsure in my life because I need to decide that week because the following week is my entrance exam in the University of the East. And that whole week, I asked myself what I wanted to become, and I would ask my friends' advice if this should be the path. Is this the path that I want to take? And they would constantly tell me that I should ask myself. I should ask myself if this is what I want, and that I don't that I don't need to listen to the opinions of others because my opinion matters the most. And my decision came to this. I chose this course, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. At first, I didn't have the idea what job is under this course. Then as time passed by and I learned a lot in your subject, and I started to learn the different areas I can become one. I learned the different jobs I could take in the future. I could be a manager in a hotel, or I just can simply be a part of the tourism industry. But I can never know because I don't hold the future. But as much as possible, 5 years from now, I hope that I'm training to become a flight attendant because it is the reason why I chose this course. And after maybe 5 to 10 years, hopefully I have enough savings to build a business in the tourism industry, and I would hang my written poetry in the walls and the photos I take around the world so that it feels like I pursue all my dreams. Like what I said, I don't hold the future. Maybe along the way, I choose another path to take. But now, this is my dream job.
My dream job after I graduate is to become a flight attendant. Yep, since I was a little girl. Little girl. I am that little girl on a short train ride in my country, and years have passed and I've almost forgotten all about that dream. Yep, because once I was a little kid with a big dream. I used to be bullied by the people around me for reasons not only when I was a little kid, but now, until now, for the reasons become I am not that tall, and I failed some of my subjects back then, and I had my own shortcomings in school, and told me that I wasn't really qualified to become a flight attendant one day because I was too shy to express myself, and all of those other judgments made me feel small and insecure. Um, Many people look down on my capabilities, and I felt also to be belittled. And when these hard times pounds upon me, I only had myself, and I choose to believe in me. Yes, the setback is strong, but the bounce back is always stronger. And also, I believed that I am more than my flaws, because I think the insecurities and the fears I felt when I felt like I am a little spark of flame, and the misjudgments against me became the fuel to finally ignite the fire inside me. And I became persevered and inclined into proving myself, and thus made me overcome my fears and my doubts. And also I redeemed myself and pursue to become better always. Yep. And consider my passion as the very first requirement, because on the video I watched before is all about the cabin crew, and that movie remarks me all the time, because if you're not passionate, everything will follow and fall into a place. Also, secondly, faith in yourself is so essential, because if you won't believe in yourself first, then nobody else will. And most importantly, whatever we do, we never forget to pray, because we cannot do this alone without God. And at the same time, the attitude and the personality is also very important. It is okay to be afraid, and it is okay to commit mistakes, because I learned through this, and it will lead you to the right path. And with every step of the way, being a flight attendant is truly the best job in the world for me. We may be discriminated at the times and looked down upon, but they understand that flight attendants are not glorified servants in the sky, but they are the only ones who are capable, skillful, and knowledgeable to save everyone's lives in case of trouble. It's so hard also to be a flight attendant. Yep, I felt that on the movie that I watched before about the cabin crew. Yep, because they are even willing to put their lives on the line and everything they have at stake, and give their lives in exchange of yours. And this is why I believe that being a flight attendant is a noble and honorable profession. because if you have already the wings, all you have to do is spread them out and fly. Yep, I felt that when I was also a kid, and when I also on the plane, that I imagined that it's so nice, and the feeling is so comfortable because the people around me I trusted the most, because being a flight attendant is not that hard, but the journey of endeavor is worth it. Yeah, like what I said before, they are capable, skillful, and knowledgeable to save everyone's life in case of trouble. And all you have to do is spread them out and fly. And I know it is hard, but the journey the journey of endeavor is all worth it.
Hey, my name is Lian Santillan and I'm from BSTM 1B. I chose tourism and travel course because for me it will deepen my understanding about tourism as an activity, how the tourism industry is organized and developed, and how tourism influences society locally, nationally, and globally. The travel and tourism industry covers several types of careers from service to executive positions. There are also many different sectors available to work in, such as planning events for travelers, operating tours, and booking travel arrangements. Travel and tourism courses is in the practice-oriented field and is an interesting one. It is constant growth and needs more and more skilled workers and innovators every year. There are so many good reasons why you should travel and tourism. So, the first reason is you get to meet people from different cultures. One of the best things about traveling is meeting people from all walks of life. When you work in the tourism industry, this becomes a daily reality. Second is, it is creative. As well as being a people-oriented industry, a great variety of tourism jobs require you to think on your feet and be creative. People who work in tourism have a crucial part to play, making sure that visitors have a fantastic experience and make them go back home to spread the word. So, third is, every day is different. No matter where you study or what position you get in the tourism industry, it is guaranteed that almost every day is different. You will meet new people that come all around the world, and they will So let's go to the career choices of tourism. The career prospects in the travel and tourism industry are fantastic and offer endless opportunities to those striving to succeed. These are a wide range of jobs available in a variety of sectors including travel agencies, travel wholesalers, visitor information centers, tour operators, cruising, transport, events and tourism services. There is a job opportunity to suit everyone in the tourism industry, and this allows you to work in any kind of place or climate, whether it be a routine 9 to 5 job or a role that requires you to travel regularly to keep things spontaneous and interesting. So I choose tourism because tourism industry is one of the largest industries in the world that contributes to the economic growth of a country. This is why I chose to study this course. In the Philippines, tourism industry is the second largest contributor to the Philippine economy, after agriculture. I also love to study history and geography, and always want to communicate different people in different walks of life. I've chosen this course because I believe it will open up great opportunities and will give me the ability to travel. It's even more interesting in a way that tourism sector not only boosts economic growth but promotes a sustainable environment as well. It made me think that it would be best if I cannot be part of the hospitality industry. I like to work in hotels, resorts, and tourist areas not only in the Philippines but abroad if possible. This course can help me achieve this ambition of mine. I chose tourism because I have the passion to study the fields of tourism and I'd love to see the beauty of the world. Being a flight attendant is one of the most wanted jobs in the world. This career path has a huge amount of benefits. For example, flight attendants are able to fly around the world, explore new places, and get to meet new cultures. This job is considered to broaden your horizon to a maximum and improve your communicating skills. Although being a flight attendant has its drawbacks, the advantage outweigh everything. And here are the main reasons why it is awesome to be a flight attendant. One of the greatest advantages of being a cabin crew is that you get to see new places. It is a bit like a free short holiday, and they even pay you for that. I like the job that is hands-on, challenging, spontaneous, and something that will help me grow as an individual. And I really think that I have the qualities that is needed in the role of a flight attendant. I really love working with people. If you let me choose between working in front of the computer or working with people, I will definitely work with people. I think it is an exciting and new experience every time you fly. The job will never get boring. Also, I'm a person who likes to take care of people. I just want to make them happy, and I feel very proud and delighted when I see their smiles. I love it when everyone is working towards the same goal, achieving the same thing, and afterwards celebrating together as well. So, aside from that, I understand and I know that the excellent service is the bread and butter of the airline industry. Because every airline can offer the same thing or lower the price. But if you offer them the best service that will make an impression with them, they will surely come back and be loyal to your airline. I would like to be a flight attendant because I think working in an environment that continually upholds high-level standard of service as a flight attendant is very challenging. The kind of challenge I enjoy. It has always been a dream of mine since I was a child. I want to pursue it to make myself better and finally make my lifetime dream come true. I would love to fly and to be a flight attendant because I love a career where my smile and hospitality matters most. I need to be in the sky. I have a vision of having a job where I can offer the best customer service while I get to see the world and meet different people. I don't want a career just to have a job. I want a job that I will love, and this is it.
Hi, I am Trisha B. De La Cruz from BSTM 1B. Originally, I decided to study tourism because I've loved to learn different languages. In high school, I've learned how to speak Nihongo. Secondly, I wish to travel the world. I chose tourism because I have the passion to study the fields of tourism. And I love to see the beauty of the world. The most useful things that this course helped me is learning how to manage and value my time. It also developed my senses of leadership, where I can say that I am a very responsible person. Some of the exams are difficult. It depends on the professor. But I believe that if you prioritize studying, you will always gain passing scores. If you have the passion in loving the environment, the world, loves to explore, and anything about the tourism industry, I guess you have to get this course. In terms of employment opportunities, tourism is very flexible. You can go and gain experiences to any companies you wanted to. It is not that difficult to look for a job after graduation. I've chosen this course because I believe it will open up great opportunities and will give me the ability to travel. It's even more interesting in a way the tourism sector not only boosts economic growth but promotes a sustainable environment as well. It made me think that it would be best if I can be a part of the tourism industry. Tourism industry is one of the largest industries in the world that contributes to the economic growth of a country. This is why I choose to study this course. In the Philippines, tourism industry is the second largest contributor to the Philippine economy. After agriculture, I also love to study history and geography and always want to communicate different people in different walks of life. To be able to succeed in this course, you have to be well disciplined. You have to be interested in your course because if you are not interested, the tendency is that you will not study very well. I decided to take up BS Tourism Management because during that time, it was in demand. I also loved to travel and wanted to learn different languages then. For me, I find my course interesting and enjoyable. Interesting because you can learn many things about other countries and their history. Enjoyable because just by seeing those beautiful places from different places, it makes you want to go. It makes you want to go and travel the world. The skills you need are memorization, English, and interpersonal skills. To travel in domestic and international places is given. To become a flight attendant is also given. But what urged me to choose this course is simply to be with different kinds of people in different places and situations. Since then, confidence is what I lack the most. With that, I feel and believe that taking this field of study will definitely help me boost my confidence. Taking tourism is all about service, customer service. After 5 years from now, I am seeing myself as a flight attendant. So I can able to give back my parents' sacrifices and hard works, especially to my father who are working out of the country, just to give us what we need and able to send us in good school. And also, I want to take them to different countries, not being a OFW, but a tourist vacationer. I want them to experience the life that every children dream of for their parents. And also, I want to fulfill my parents' dream for having a beautiful house, so where we can stay peacefully.
Hi, I'm Shajanas Bayawa. Before I start sharing when and how I decide to take the path that I am on now, let me give you some portions of my history and background. When I was a kid, my mother always speaks about her dream for me to become a flight attendant. She always says that when I become a flight attendant, I will be able to travel the world just like my brother who is a seafarer. And because of that, I got curious about tourism. But as I grew up, that curiosity little by little fades away. When I was in junior high school, science fascinated my heart. I can still remember my grade 9 and grade 10 days, wherein I always recite in science classes, and I even got an award at the end of those school years. I can vividly remember my friends and acquaintances ask me about what course I will be taking in college, and my answer with full confidence is pharmacy. That steadfast answer was little by little distracted by my relatives because they often said, "Ah, pharmacy, they are the ones who retail medicines on drugstore, right? You want to just retail medicine?" Maybe my young mind and emotions are the cause of discouragement. I felt sad and pressured at the same time because of my family. Instead of supporting me, I cannot believe they said those words that really is hard to digest for a young child. Regardless, I used those words to dream more. Just like the adage, no pain, no gain. My dream dramatically shifted to dentistry, but unfortunately, I didn't pursue that because of my hyperhidrosis or the abnormally excessive sweating which I experience on my hands and feet that deprives my confidence in dexterity. Since I am very fond of science, I took STEM or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics in senior high school, and I graduated with honors. After graduating from senior high school, I was able to enroll in a med school, and I took up physical therapy for the school year 2019 and 2020. As the school year ends, I slowly not like being in that kind of environment because med school is really a lot of pressure. With all that reminiscing and times of change of heart, at the exact first day of school year 2020 and 2021, I decided to take tourism. I decided to take it upon my mother's request, and also I say to myself that I should give this a try since unlike med school, this course is not that expensive because tours are just occasionally. I do not really like the thought of working abroad because first of all, I will not be able to perform my commitments in our church, and also I will be get separated from my loved ones and going outside my comfort zone. But after almost 3 months of studying tourism, leaving my comfort zone will benefit me because it could greatly help me improve myself. My professor once said that it is nice to work abroad to gain experience, so I made up my mind to aim to become a flight attendant or work in a cruise ship when I graduate.